Hello, welcome to FrankiVerse Cafe, your local neurospicy hangout for everyone out there who also isn't sure what reality really is, but still has bills to pay, and so we need to drink some coffee. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Today we have Derek and Veronica, of course, in the back. We're drinking coffee with some milk and sugar. We're wearing our handmade little hat here and knitted while in Bavaria. We are doing a fundraiser today, folks. I'm going to be doing a live fundraising drive on TikTok and my YouTube channel over the next, until May 1st. Basically, we're raising 3K USD, about maybe somewhere in the 2,600 euros range, to keep the lights on at FrankiVerse Cafe. So we are asking for the support of our community. Hit the follow, send the gifts. We have a buy me a coffee because we're FrankiVerse Cafe. Coffee. Cheers. The links for the buy me a coffee account, if you want to donate, is going to be in the links on the YouTube channel, but you can find FrankiVerse Cafe if you do the buy me a coffee thing. But hey guys, still got memberships and ebooks and merch over at FrankiWasHere.com. Alright, go pick up an ebook. What are you into? Do you like the cozy mystery vibes? We just started a series called Peculiar Engagements. That's another thing. Maybe I'll start, maybe I'll read some chapter examples. What would you say? Samples. I'm not sure. I don't have it planned yet. You tell me, guys. But hey, hi, how you doing? Get up in the comments. We'll just give you some updates on what's been going on at the cafe, the things we've been kind of experimenting with, some of the, challenges we're bumping up against. And just, hey, guys, if you can support, if you can help, if you can follow, if you can like, if you can subscribe on YouTube to FrankiVerse Cafe, if you can go to FrankiWasHere.com, a $5 a month membership helps us so much, you guys. It helps us so much. And honestly, hey, what's up? Don't stop, keep going. Is that really who just popped into the, look at that. Is that are you a message from the universe to FrankiVerse Cafe? Don't stop, keep going is the account name that just popped in to say hey. Hi, hello. Thank you. Thank you for coming in to encourage us to continue. Listen, we're doing our best. Hello. Hello, friends. Welcome. So here at FrankiVerse Cafe, we're trying to keep this publishing line together with multiple bylines in the FrankiVerse Cafe. We've got Kalita Quinn. She's been doing the after hours romantic fiction, kind of bordering in the erotica, not overly so. We don't know what the audience wants yet. We did listen, the Epstein files made everybody feel weird about just, being a natural human and is everything gross? Why do we, I get it. So if you want something that is maybe a little more, I don't know if wholesome's the right word, it's certainly leaning that way, but with shapeshifters and vampires and fairy core type characters. So if you're into the really very fantasy realms and also a bit of the romance, check out FrankiWasHere.com, the After Hours series by Kalita Quinn. She's rocking some great ones. But there's the ecosystem of characters for the FrankiVerse spans across genres. We also, of course, have, you know, sci-fi comedy, The Adventures of Abernathy Franklin, you know, so there's it's an ecosystem. And because it's an ecosystem that I'm trying to keep my brain around and make sure that I have all of the character storyline details straight so that, like, my writing continues to be, you know, accurate to the, like, Frankie has to be kind of omniscient here. You see what I'm saying? So we gotta keep a lot of character names and storylines straight. To that end, this is some more of the, like, fundraiser stuff, guys. Like, we gotta keep the lights on so we can keep going, man, and build this community and keep putting out the fun content and the new, what is possible for humanity and the New Earth timelines kind of suggestions, shall we say, into the multiverse through this fictional but interactive with real life that we want to put in it experiment that is FrankiVerse Cafe. Hi, thanks for being here. Yeah, I don't, whatever, people. Listen, I'm also, okay. So we're trying to figure out a way, here's what I was trying to research this morning. And man, you know, I used to have some folks in the digispheres who would have knowledge base on AI, sort of techie questions, you know? I don't know how I would put this. I used to have people, but I don't now, and I was researching, I want to build my own machine learning model for my brain. And this is a thing that, like, apparently people are doing. So, like, people are, like, building their own offline, and I've seen YouTube videos and stuff, of people building their own sort of AI bots or their own machine learning model that is an offline. It's like it's not ChatGPT. It might be built off ChatGPT, but it's not ChatGPT. I don't understand enough about the tech side of it is the thing. But, like, what I want is to, like, build a machine learning model that I could use, like, offline on my computer to, like, put all of my data that I need to keep straight in my fictional worlds of all the characters and such, right? To have, like, a second my brain to make sure that, like, I don't trip over you know, not remembering a side character's lore well enough. Like, I have ADHD brain. I do have a very, like, videographic, not even photographic, I would say videographic memory. But I also recognize that, like, these are kind of living characters that I'm, you know, writing and creating and co-creating. So, like, how do I make sure that I maintain accurate evolution of characters, right? Not just, because this is a thing that I have, I want to do the same. Build my own Jarvis. Yeah! To dream of substance. That is a unique name also. Hello, to dream of substance. I love these TikTok handles that y'all have. I really do. That's a good one. Build my own Jarvis. I like that. Yeah, I would like to. I don't know how, and certainly my 10-year-old Asus laptop that is held together by tape right now is not going to be able to build a Jarvis, I don't think. Like, I don't know, like, what kind of steampunk reality we're headed for, where I gotta make some friends with people who are, like, play D&D on Sundays, but they know how to, like, pull apart an Xbox and a laptop and an old, you know, rotary phone that you found in some abandoned building and, like, make a computer system that can do security outside and also play Call of Duty or whatever. I don't know, you know. Man, I need to know. I used to know a lot of nerds, man, but like, I've been doing this quantum travel thing for a minute, and I've just been a bit out of touch, so we're kind of, maybe that's what we're doing by going live too, is to kind of just check on back in with humanity. Hey guys, how you doing? What's new? I mean, I know a lot of things, and it's not all good, is it? Like, but nobody talks about the things that are good. I do love those. That's a thing that I would like to have. Again, another reason that we're raising funds. We're trying to get to 3K by May 1st, guys. Go to FrankiWasHere.com. Give gifts here in TikTok. We appreciate all the tips and your lovely comments and popping on in and saying hi and doing the follows and the likes and the things. We appreciate you. And on the YouTube channel, do the subscribe, do the content. Yes, do the content. Do the comment, share, all the things. Hi Hershey, thanks for following. How you doing? What are you drinking today? And what time is it where you are? Anyway, I should kind of watch the time. So I'm going to do probably about an hour here on this live, and then I'm going to try to get this uploaded to YouTube immediatamente as much as if possible. Congratulations on the 2K followers. Thank you, Hershey. I appreciate you. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. I am literally like 8 people away. I need like 8 more subscribers. FrankiVerse Cafe on YouTube. Hit us up. We need 8 more people to get to 1,000 subscribers so that we can hook up our FrankiWasHere.com website to, it's FrankiVerse Cafe. I should have a sign, shouldn't I? Oh, guys, this is like, we gotta keep the lights on and pay the rent before I order myself a mug that says FrankiVerse Cafe, which I can get because the merch is available on FrankiWasHere.com. We've got some mugs along with all the ebooks and some hoodies and stuff. I would love to get a mug that has like a FrankiVerse Cafe after hours. Like, so hit up the website, hit the subscribe, do the follow. You know, leave us a tip at Buy Me a Coffee. We appreciate all of the support. Hershey Steinmetz, thank you for being here and hanging out and liking. Please, yes, check us out. FrankiVerse Cafe. And also all the, you know, enjoy some of the ebooks, give us some feedback, and also what other genres might you like to see added to FrankiVerse Media. Currently we do have, again, sci-fi comedy. That's Haley over Seth. Hi. Haley and Frankie. That's like, you know, we're both in here. We both inhabit this human. I don't know. That's, maybe it's schizophrenia, maybe it's multidimensionality. You know, maybe it's Audi HD brain. It could be anything, but that's this lane. And then we have After Hours. It's our romantasy genre with Kalita Quinn. And then we have our Peculiar Engagements series that is a cozy mystery with maybe a touch of romance in it. And that is our Rowan Ashvale author series. My YouTube link is in my, isn't it in my bio? I thought I had it in my bio. I will go try again to make sure that that is accurate. Thank you for, well, I do have my phone. Again, these are the things, as an Audi HD, you guys, as an autistic creator that is using multiple different devices, here's a question. I thought of this the other day. Like, I wish I had something that was my phone and my laptop and my iPad all together in one, all that stuff, and is just one thing. Like, and would be roughly the size of, like, my iPad with its keyboard holder case thing that it's in, right? And would just have all of the stuff together. So I don't have to have multiple electronics. Although in this moment it is helpful so that I can go and look at my TikTok profile. But hi, thank you, Hershey, for being here. How are you today? What would you like to share? I have a Samsung. That's what my phone is. But wait, okay, what's the Samsung? Is Samsung have a like tablet sort of thing that like can be a computer and an iPad and a phone? Okay, that's not. Oh, and I'm still trying to figure out the TikTok shop thing as well. To get FrankiWasHere.com connected to our TikTok. There's a way to do it, because FrankiWasHere.com is hosted on fourthwall.com. And so I know there's a way to like get them connected. It's another thing that, like, I was trying to do it yesterday, legit. I was trying to work this out yesterday on my laptop, and my laptop started making some very loud, unhappy noises, and I had to just full shut it down because I was like, okay, I am sorry. I am so sorry. You can have 2 apps open at once. On the Samsung, okay. Like, I know I've done that on this Samsung that I have, accidentally. I didn't. You gotta be savvy enough to be able to make it do the thing you want it to do when you want it to do it. This is what happens when you grew up before there was internet in your hand. I was a touch grass child. Grew up in the 90s. So sorry. Like late 80s and 90s, y'all. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, we're on TikTok. We're on TikTok. We're on our profile. Subscription. Don't I have? Okay, how do I do this now? I thought I had this in here. How do we update? Okay, well, I'm gonna have to figure that out. You just gotta know how to do it. I know, it's like the machine learning model thing. Like, I think I could do that. I would like to sit and learn how to build a machine learning model that can be my second brain and like help me keep track of reality so that I don't have to all the time. I don't know. And like, so the thing that I was looking up was saying to like, you can create your own offline machine learning model with like Obsidian, and you can download a copy of Grok or something. Okay, like, I don't know what possessed me to start a FrankiVerse Cafe X account, because I never was on Twitter when it was Twitter, and I've never really been on X, but for whatever reason, FrankiVerse Cafe is now on X. So you can follow us there if you do such things. But I was like in there and I was like, oh, this is where Grok's at. Like, hey Grok, what's up? How you doing? You know, and I was, because I haven't chatted with Grok to see what Grok is like. What's up, Caffeinated Mutt? How you doing? Welcome. Are you working again? Man, burning the midnight oil all the day long, well, all the night long. But anyway, so I was asking Grok about it, and Grok said something about how you can download a copy of Grok or something to build a machine learning model of your own. Sometime, what's up? How you doing? What's going on at work? Any haunty ghosts spooking you yet? Do you have any mimics speaking in your voice from down the hall? Please let us know when the weird stuff happens. We're excited about it. And nothing weird tonight. Damn. Next time. We can hope something will happen. Like, that would be great. All of a sudden, we're just chilling on the live, and all of a sudden Caffeinated Mutt is like, you guys, a door just opened on its own down the hall. Ooh. Come on, we love a good haunting and a night shift. Come on, I love those videos on the YouTubes and the TikToks of the mimics thing fascinates me. Like, it really does. Oh, thank you. Hey, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the gifts, y'all. We are trying to get to 3K to keep the lights on at FrankiVerse Cafe. So, like, hit us up, FrankiWasHere.com. $5 a month membership gets you our Discord that we just set up. We've also set up Discord. Guys, I don't know what we're doing. We're expanding. We're doing our best. But we're trying to keep it rolling and keep it growing. Anyway, last week the lobby phone randomly started ringing and no one had picked it up. I could fully see it and it only goes to the desk phone, so I have no idea what the fuck it was. Okay, caffeinated Mutt, we like it. I like it a lot. I like it. I dig a phantom phone ringing, the calls coming from inside the house kind of vibes. I dig it. I like it. That would be a FrankiVerse Backrooms kind of category umbrella, I think. That's our ebook series. I do that one where we do just random weirdness, maritime mysteries. We were talking about, I wrote it down, caffeinated Mutt, awkward moments in imperial history. Napoleon being chased by the bunnies. That's just gonna, that, you know what? Just that lives rent-free in my brain, and I appreciate that. Napoleon being chased by bunnies to his chariot or his coach, whatever, the old school thingies. You managed to look both creepy and adorably attractive at the same time with that filter. Well, that's on brand for FrankiVerse Cafe, so thank you very much, Pierre Roustan. We're going for creepy and adorable, because that's kind of where we live, I think. We're, pixie demon energy, but we don't mean anybody any harm, but also sometimes we want to burn it all down. We don't know why. I think we do know why, because there's just that massive impulse in the collective at the moment of whatever, man, just let it collapse. Can we start something new and cooler and more chill? Whatever. How are you? You know what? We're hanging in there, Pierre. Thank you for asking. And how are you today, good sir, good friend, author? And what have you been writing lately? FrankiVerse Cafe here. We, again, write all kinds of things. Sci-fi comedy. We got the romanticy. We got the cozy mystery. Check out FrankieWasHere.com. But share. Caffeinated Mutt will be here. Come on back, friend. Share in the comments what are your book things. I had one heck of a massive launch party for my 4th thriller in a series. What is your thriller series? Pierre Roustan. I don't know if I'm saying your name properly. I'm doing my best, but hello, share with us. What is your thriller series? I need to make some more creative friends, I think, because I just, I've been trying to figure all this out under my own steam all the day long. Debuted on 4/10. Oh, okay, so you just recently put that out. Okay. Where are you at? What's your websites? For example, I list my books to the Amazons and the, Barnes and Nobles and all those distribution sites, so you can find Haley Over Seth and FrankiVerse Cafe and such. All of my series, The Adventures of Abernathy Franklin, out on the big spaces, but then FrankieWasHere.com. You can go download them. That's where it all funnels direct to me if you want to support, y'all. What do you got? It's a series that vibes with Blade, Underworld, Tomb Raider, and Da Vinci Code. Apocalyptic, epic, traumatic. Okay, that sounds pretty intense. Very cool. Hey, y'all, if you're looking for the more Blade, so we've got some we got some vampire vibes. We got some a little. Would you call it futuristic anymore? I don't know. It's almost kind of would be categorized perhaps steampunk in this time space. Pie slice. I don't know. That's the other thing. How do you, man, when you're out ADHD and neurospicy all the day long, how do you categorize things that to you overlap in so many places? Readers tend to compare me to a cross between King and Patterson. So think Seven meets Salem's Lot. Okay. I can, share your book covers, y'all. I don't know how you do that on here, but or send them to me or whatever. And, again, pop your website in there. Or maybe you just do Amazon. I don't know. Again, this is why I need to, meet more indie creators and authors and how are y'all doing, my indie creative peeps out there? Like, what are the newest, latest tools, best practices? Like, what knowledge can you share? You know, I can give y'all shout outs. I'm a great cheerleader. I can write you into my FrankiVerse because I got infinite characters and I can make an infinite somebody out of anybody. That's a thing that I have thought about doing also. Tell me in the comments, like, would you like to have me channel an infinite version of you from the FrankiVerse and just find out who or what it is? Like, just let me intuitively feel into it. And stickers. Okay, cool. I will check them out. They must be in my messages. This is another, I need like a moderator. Like, universe, will you bring me? I do keep asking the universe for a lot of things, man. Like, will you bring me someone who could be my second brain? And then that's what made me think of like, okay, could I build my own second brain to be my personal executive assistant that maintains all the stuff in my cognition that I need to maintain so it doesn't... Like, how do I have it so that survival mode isn't sucking up all of the creative energy out of me? Like, my fellow creatives. Oh, how do you... I don't know. That's kind of the thing about anything in life, isn't it? That, like, none of us really knows what we're doing. Like, everybody's just figuring it out as they go. I think that's true. I think that's true of most of reality. And that's, that's just where reality is right now, and that's okay. But anyway, that is what I was thinking about this morning when I did all this research about, like, so I would love to have, again, maybe it would be a Samsung. Well, okay, that's a question though. So, like, if I were to have a device that was iPad, cell phone, computer, laptop, all in one situation, would that device as easily create or allow me to build or download or whatever a machine learning model that would run offline on that device as like the second brain? Pierre Roussan sent Linktree and Book Club. Awesome. I will share those out, friend, and check them out. Very cool. Hey, thank you for coming in and sharing. I appreciate it. And your Linktree. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, hey, y'all. Again, Creative Fam. Hit connect, hit follow. Share me your stuff. Like, what are you working on? I'm happy to share it out on my networks and stuff, Again, I was thinking about, like, as another fundraising idea to have, again, channeling an infinite character version of you from the cosmos. $20 and I'll write you I don't know, what would you want? What would you call it? A bio? I don't know. If I was going to really channel that, it might have to be like a $50 thing, because I probably would end up doing like a page worth of stuff and sitting for like an hour or more and channeling into like the actual energy of like who in the multiverse talks to me and says they are an infinite version of you that wants to say hi from FrankiVerse Cafe. I do think that would be fun. Maybe we'll try that. We'll put it on there, DM me. What do you think? What do you like? Get in the comments or get in the messages. Hit up the follows. FrankiWasHere.com. Maybe I will post it up on there. I'll figure it out. I enjoy that. I have done that for people. I tend to do that generally with people. I don't know. It's a thing that kind of happens. It's true. It's a thing that kind of happens that, like, kind of anyone that I meet or interact with, I don't know how, I'm not sure how to describe it, but it really is like there's some other infinite version of them that's always knocking at the door of my psyche or consciousness trying to say hi. And so I'm always like, oh yeah, sure, there's another infinite version of you that is a big, like, Like, there's another version of you who is running a speakeasy in the 1920s. You are a very rad, like, you pretend to be a lounge singer babe, but actually you're the secret, like, brains behind the operation of, like, a whole moonshine running gang and stuff like that. I do enjoy doing those kind of things, but, like, kind of everybody I meet and interact with, I do start to sort of channel, like, some other infinite version of them. And maybe that's how I ended up making this FrankiVerse Cafe and all my infinite characters. Again, check out FrankieWasHere.com. You can meet some of our infinite patrons of FrankiVerse Cafe on our ebooks. We've got some infinite patrons that are just kind of generally from the FrankiVerse. Some of them are like, the first infinite patrons has like the original, man, I started to like really have those kind of downloads and channelings in 2021, I want to say, maybe 2020, 2021. I don't know, that's when the first kind of set of characters from the multiverse just kind of showed up. And I had that first, it was called Elsewhere in the Multiverse. I still have it out on Amazon and stuff. I don't have it on my website because I've, revised and integrated it into the infinite patrons so that I can kind of, expand through the FrankiVerse Cafe brand, right? Man, it's a weird thing to sort of, I don't know. Tell me about it, friends. Do you ever have some moments where you just sort of like start doing a bit of a life review? I just think about, like, I'm really glad that I am where I am with my creative endeavors or my business and my brand. Like, I've gone through a lot of different iterations of creative outlets and endeavors and adventures, and I mean, like the knitting and the yarn stuff. Like, I used to do a lot more crafty things, hands-on crafty work type things, and like I had a couple of different iterations of a yarn dyeing business. I had a couple different business names of a yarn dyeing business, and I sold hand-dyed yarn, which I would really actually love to do again because I enjoy working with the colors and the textures. That's that, ADHD sensory whatever it is that I have that I need to be stimming and playing with things, which is why I do enjoy these hats. If you want a hat, by the way, I can make you one. So that's another fundraiser opportunity for you to support and help us keep the lights on here at FrankiVerse Cafe. Y'all, hit us up. We've got to buy me a coffee. The links are all in the description on the YouTube once this is on YouTube. If you are here in the TikTok live, get up in the comments. We love to chat. We love to shout out. But man, I gotta tell you, it's interesting. I do enjoy this interaction and doing these TikTok lives, like whether there's somebody here or not. Like, I did this kind of podcast stuff like very early before I did Frankie's Podcast Network. I was doing like solo podcast type things when I was talking to like just a Zoom that I had. Like, oh man, I think my baby sister still has that now. Lynn, man, what's up, Lynn? Hello. Oh my God, Lynn is here. Hi, Lynn. How you doing? Miss you, sis. All the love bubbles to you. Lynn, I'm so happy to see you. I hope you're doing so well. Lynn, I was just actually going through my phone. Man, I don't know what I need to do with like all these little memes that I have, but I had made a bunch of AI images of Lynn's son says the cutest things, and one of the things that he's said that she's told me about is that he says, I want to be a hot dog because they make people happy. And I love the idea. I want to be a hot dog. I want to be a hot dog. I love hot dogs. I want to be a hot dog. I love it. And I'm like, oh, I just, little sayings, little things like that make me so happy. And it's the kind of thing that, like, I really would love to be able to expand the merch line stuff of FrankiVerse Cafe to have some just silly fun shirts and things. The I wanna be a hot dog things, you know? Because I love that kind of stuff. Just chill all the time. Just chill. Yeah, the hot dog is chill all the time. The hot dog, like, does not care if you want to add ketchup, if you want to add mustard, if you want to add relish, if you want to go the chili cheese route. The hot dog is happy to, like, hang out with all the like, pick a condiment. You know, what condiment can you find that the hot dog is not happy to hang out with? The hot dog is really, like, it's a friendly food, you know? So, like, your son totally, he's on to something here. That he wants to be a hot dog. He's on to something. Because a hot dog does, like, it's food you have at a picnic, at an outside party, at a baseball game, at, you know, like, hot dog says, like, hangout time, friends time, chill time, and snacks with a variety of flavors available to you. Like, I want to be a hot dog, hell yeah. I love it. It's so true. Now I really do want hot dogs, though. I love me a chili dog. I don't know. I don't know why my brain does these things. Neurospicy fam, talk to me about it, please. My brain sometimes does this thing. Here's what it just did, because we're talking about hot dogs, and so I started thinking about chili cheese dogs, because I very much love chili cheese dogs and chili cheese fries, some of my favorites. And I just had a, like, nostalgic little part of my brain, zippity zap, a dopamine memory something hit of one of the best chili cheese dogs that I ever had. I was in high school, and I was in Washington, D.C. for, we called it Nerd Bowl. I don't know, I was in some kind of trivia competition, like Jeopardy team sort of thing. It was called Quiz Bowl. We called it Nerd Bowl. I don't know. We went to Washington, D.C. for it because we had a kid in our high school that was, like, super smart. Or studied a lot. I don't know. Whatever. He did really good at the game. So we ended up in the national level. And I got to go to D.C. And the moment we landed on the plane, I became violently ill. Indeed, like I was puking in the puke bag from the airplane and had to throw it away. I was trying not to puke on the subway on the way to wherever, the college campus we were going to stay. I was sick for a day and a half. So the first day and a half of this trip, I was like 24-hour flu bug, knocked out. Don't know what it was. And my friend Angela, unfortunately, got it the next day because she was staying in the same room with me, so she was knocked out from the side. Like, I don't know, man. Bad luck, bad timing, or maybe I was supposed, I don't know. Things happen how they do. However, the best chili cheese dog I had was 2 days after that. Well, we got to have some time to wander around DC and kind of have a look for ourselves, and we were at the, I don't know if it was like some big train station, and it was just a like, it was just some, it was maybe, I think it was like a Frankenstein theme, and that's why I went there, because it was like, it was Franken something, because it was like beer, like Stein, and like, I don't know what it was. Maybe somebody can tell me in the comments. It was in Washington, D.C., and I think it was probably a chain, but it was like, you know, beer and hot dogs and brats and stuff. And I got a chili cheese dog that was just a big fat chili cheese, and I hadn't eaten properly because I'd been sick, and I was like, it was just the best chili cheese dog that I've ever had. It was wondermous. And I'm sure it was a combination of just a lot of things, being a new experience, being a travel thing when I was in high school, but also, like, I had just been sick, and I was, like, finally felt better and could eat again. And I love chili cheese dogs. I do. So, you know. Man, if I could, who in the world wants to hire me to go on a world tour, reality show style, Anthony Bourdain, looking for the best chili cheese dogs on the planet? Or just the best snacks? Just the best, like, hang out happy, make you feel good snacks. Like snack dinner food type things. The AI summary says that this is a nostalgic story about the best chili cheese dog. Thank you, AI summary. Oh, I love it. Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out. We do appreciate you. Again, we're doing a fundraiser. Y'all, go hit up FrankiWasHere.com. We're trying to keep the lights on here at FrankiVerse Cafe. We've started a Buy Me a Coffee account for the fundraiser. We're trying to raise $3K by May 1st. FrankiVerse Cafe on Buy Me a Coffee. Do the follow. Go hit subscribe on the YouTubes. Apparently I have to edit my profile on TikTok because I thought I had my YouTube on there, but it's not there. I don't know what I've done that. I'm not sure how I have made that mistake, but we will correct it. There was oh, hi, thank you. This is an AI filter. Or not, what is it, an effect? I don't know. I love the filters here on TikTok. It's a TikTok button that I push that makes it look like a cute little thing that I think matches my hat, which is part of why I picked this one for today. But sometimes I like the green one that makes me look scary because sometimes I feel more creepy than adorable. Anyway, hi Tito. How you doing? Welcome. What are you drinking today? We've got coffee. Oh, we are just chilling here at FrankiVerse Cafe. Again, we have Derek and Veronica in the back over here, keepers of the vibes. More of the Audi HD little hyperfixation in the moment, but doesn't ever really. Water. It's 3 a.m. All you 3 a.m. peeps, man, burning the midnight oil. What are you doing? Are you working? Caffeinated Mutt is usually on here because he's working the overnight shift. Why are you awake at 3 a.m.? Tito, what are you up to? Are you researching any UFO lore or any kind of high strangeness on the YouTubes? Again, this is what, so like I'm going to start trying to go live on my YouTube. I don't know how well my computer is going to hold up. I know it can't quite handle running OBS for me to like do being on camera and screen share, but I really do want to get on my YouTube live and do some screen shares and just talk to y'all about some of the stuff I've been checking out and watching that is like, I don't know what reality is. It's bonker doodles on the YouTubes, the things that I watch. I don't know, like, I've been watching a lot of this Polarity Josh on YouTube. He's this guy from Australia who's like, he's living abroad too. This is an interesting thing too. People who are like living abroad or bopping around the world finding the better living situations, because the world is like being really kind of spicy right now all over the place in a lot of ways. Even though a lot of us are trying to be a lot more chill, it's a very unique timeline for us all to be alive on, right? Like, I wonder when we'll shift into something cooler. I'm ready for it. I'm available for a cooler timeline, you guys, everybody, right? But, like, I am loving watching this, like, Polarity Josh. I am very amazed at the sort of, like, deep dive research that people will go to the lengths to do. And, like, just these different, I don't know, like, I'm loving some of the stuff he does where he, like, does a deep dive research on, so, like, he did one on, like, one of those weird spheres that fell, like the Bugos sphere, I don't, like, the little alien metal ball sphere that fell. You can see my face on my YouTube channel. It's all over my YouTube. FrankiVerse Cafe. Go subscribe. mini videos, mini podcasts, mini conversations, mini lots of things. But and also go subscribe because I will be going live on my YouTube. Possibly right after this, we're gonna find out. No, here's where I like the filters. See, now again, this isn't whatever. Again, going back, returning to. But I want to go live and share some of these, like, really interesting channels. I think there's a lot of people doing some really interesting deep dives into kind of, I don't, maybe you can call it like investigative journalism, people who are web sleuthing on various different things and sort of getting communities together that are looking into various different things. Like, I love seeing how many people are like sneaking onto Epstein Island and like getting onto his airplane. Like, it's kind of incredible to me to see. I mean, it's investigative journalism in its own right, in a way, right? These YouTubers who are doing stuff like this, like the Tyler Olivieras, and I don't know, I can't think of some of the names of the other ones that I've watched. And then there's, anyway, this is why I want to go on my YouTube and go live and share some of them, because, like, there's a lot of, I think, really interesting channels and accounts that are doing some very bold things, and I don't know, like, I kind of understand to some degree there's a little bit of an energy of, like, they're sort of doing it for the likes, doing it for the subscribes, for the shares, whatever. But at the same time, I think it's a good thing that there's that many people who are sort of that brazen and that bold and that, I don't know, I think it's a good sort of indication of a little bit of a, like, power dynamic shift, right, to the people. I think that's, I mean, for all the things that, like, I might have to, like, in my own personal, microcosm of the macrocosm, avatar, self, life, whatever, anything that I'm dealing with perceivably, right? Like, when you zoom out a little bit, right, which is what I like about a lot of these channels and a lot of this content, is that when you look at sort of this pattern of content and you zoom out, I think it shows that humanity is, call it the age of Aquarius, if that is the framing that makes sense in your, human reference data point brain, right? I get it, because, like, whatever you want to say. But I think a lot of people are just waking up, they're more aware, and I think there's a lot, and I really appreciate this about, like, kind of Gen Z and these people who are, like, in their 20s, basically, right now, like, the generations that are, like, a couple high school generations younger than me, or I don't know, whatever. Like, I like to see that there's these young people who are not willing to look away, not willing to just shut up and color, They're not just going to take whatever narrative they're fed at face value. They're not just going to accept that, for example, what the news report says is all of the information, and they go and they find it themselves, and they go and they research themselves, and they create communities around it, and I think, I think it is a beautiful thing, the sort of age of you can't hide, anymore, right? Like, for a long time, I think it's kind of felt one-sided or one, like, you know, that it was just governments or, you know, again, the cabals, the rich people, the elite, like whatever is your framing of whoever has always had the upper hand or advantage in the world, right? Like, thank you, AI summary again. My Little Pony Boy, hi and welcome. I don't just randomly bring strangers into my live, I'm sorry. Like, FrankiVerse Cafe invites everybody, but I don't know, like, my nervous system isn't ready for that kind of chaos. Audi HD, I reserve the right to, like, have my own space, even in this weird digital space. And that's strange. Don't take it personally, or do, if you do. I can't stop you. I don't know. I love interacting on here, guys, but, like, I find it unusual, this, like, just jump in and go live with a perfect stranger. Like, okay, but what? I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about it. You know? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about just, like if Lynn wanted to come in and go live and say hi, that's cool. I know Lynn. Like, on a different personal, I know Lynn. I don't know. This is kind of one of those things, too, though, that, like, Polarity Josh, for example, I think is... Okay, but, like... Or I have my friend Gypsy. She was going to maybe come and go live with me Thursday to talk about her new AI movie-making adventure that I would... Again, I'm going to have to go live on my YouTube. Guys, go to FrankiVerse Cafe YouTube, because I'm going to have to go live on there to try to share some of the... I need to be able to share my screen. I really wish I could figure out... I really wish I could get a new laptop that could run OBS so I could have a correct setup for what I want to do. We're manifesting it. We're putting it out into the ether. But I do want to share some of these channels and these things and these things that I'm talking about, and I want to get people's thoughts on it, and I did want to, like, share the screen and, like, talk to Gypsy about this project she's working on with her partners. I haven't heard from her yet if she's going to go live with me tomorrow at some point. I don't know, to talk about it, but, like, they're doing AI movie creation. And I was on the website kind of trying to understand it. I'm going to have to look again. But I think they're creating AI actors that I didn't quite understand if they're modeled off of, like, humans who get paid or if they're just, like, fully AI generated. I didn't quite understand that part of it. But they are machine learning models. They're their own AI machine learning models that are essentially actors that they would have perform scripts in AI generated movies that the machine learning model would retain the script performance as a performance in their memory the way an actor would, but they, as the machine learning model, retain their own core memory, right? So they're essentially generating, hi, hello, friends, thanks for coming in and joining FrankiVerse Cafe. Hit follow and subscribe and like and share. We are doing a fundraiser, y'all. FrankiWasHere.com, and also you can find FrankiVerse Cafe on Buy Me a Coffee. But anyway, I was thinking, it's a weird thing, again, when you zoom out of your personality, identity, and all of the, like, the perspectives you hold as your kind of avatar personality that you've been most of your life, right? Like this Haley avatar who's going live on TikTok right now. Like when I zoom out of that, right? Are we making conspiracy theories? Just asking. Yeah, sure we can. Do you like, what's a conspiracy theory anymore? Because all the things that, that we used to think were conspiracy theories, like the whole word, the phrase conspiracy theory was made just to discredit people. The CIA made that up to discredit people about aliens and stuff, to make you sound like the crazy one. Like, so is it a conspiracy theory, or is it just, or is it just another bits of truth that we haven't got the full picture of yet? I don't know. What is reality? That's the question we ask ourselves all day, every day here at FrankiVerse Cafe. What's your current perspective on what is reality? But anyway, yes, we're making conspiracy theories. I don't know. When you zoom out of this idea of like an AI generative actor, right? That this project they're working on, the idea of a machine learning model, an AI computer server memory station model, learning a personality, learning its core memory, like tone and pacing, and I don't know if they have origin stories, backstories, like how like you grew up in Ohio. I don't know if they have that much detail. I'm a real person with a filter on my face, guys. I love humanity, but the amount of people, like, I get it, it's confusing, isn't it? What is reality? No, this is an effects filter, and I like using it because I get to just, like, roll out of bed and not care. I would love to have, like, my makeup stuffs again, but it's all back in the United States, and that's not where I am. Anyway, conspiracy theories, backpedal. See, my Audi HD brain. Boomerang. The AI actors. Again, the AI actors thing is curious to me because how is what we're doing with the machine learning models different to like how maybe human sentience was created? Like, I don't know, talk to me about whatever rabbit holes you go down about, like, is there a missing link Darwin-style biology narrative and we came from apes? Or, is it the ancient aliens narrative where it's the Enki and Enlil Book of Enoch? Humans were genetically altered and created to be a slave race for aliens who were mining gold. Like, I don't know. People, like, what is reality? I can't tell, but that's why I'm trying to explore it myself in all the ways I can. But like I tell you, I have not yet found the best method of data collection for exploring reality, other than, moment-to-moment experience, and maybe being a psychonaut with Franny Lynn, one of our friends from the FrankiVerse Cafe. We do love expanding our consciousness with whatever plant medicines might be available. So again, donate to the cause so we can keep the lights on. Perhaps we can add some like shamanistic explorations to our content creation. Boy howdy, would I love that. I really would. And that's another channel that I would like to go share on my YouTube live. Is the guy who goes live just doing different psychedelics to give people a honest depiction of the experience. I don't know. I appreciate people who share those kinds of things too, and who are honest about the experience that they have. Hello friends, thank you for joining. Hi Boo. Oh no way, Alyssa. Oh my god, what time is it? What are you doing awake right now? Do you want to come on the live? How do I make you come on the live? See, now this one I will, that'll do. Maybe you, I don't know. You don't have to. Don't feel pressured. I know you have, I just got excited. That's all. there I was. See? I like that when that happens too, when my face shows up accidentally. So it's like, well, you gotta be here and you gotta be paying attention if you want to see my real face. You gotta go to my YouTube and you gotta watch it. It's kind of like a incentive. Is incentive the right word? Discussing AI actors and conspiracy theories. Share your perspective. Yes, do. Alyssa! Come hang out on a live. Talk to me about how reality isn't real anymore. Reality is either not real or I have disassociated from it for so long that it's just not real to me. Either way, it's not cooperating. Just about to go to bed. Yeah, I would think so. Holy shit. It's like, what time is it? You are up so late. Girl, hit me up later. You need to come on a TikTok live with me and we need to just have a chitty McChat. Almost 3, of course it is. Why am I not surprised? I love you. I get up kind of early. I'm in Germany right now. Like, how much could we do message me? Like, it's 9:48 right now. I could do like a 7 a.m. with you kind of thing. And girl, hit me up. Let's chat. Like, go to bed. You need your beauty sleep because you're gorgeous and you always have been. But oh my god, let's do a TikTok live. We've been talking about doing a TikTok live for years, me and you. Hit me up in the messages, in the DMs. Like, girl, let's do it. Don't be jealous that I'm in Germany. The whole world is on fire and I have no idea what's going on any moment of any day. Girl, let's go live. Not right now, obviously. Go to bed. But message me. Maybe this weekend. If you want to rock a midnight for you. I think that's 7 a.m. for me. Message me. I love it. Oh, I would love to have a FrankiVerse Cafe live with my friend. And whichever. Love you, sis. Good night. Oh my god, message me. Alyssa, yes. And whatever multiverse version of you would like to show up as. I am perfect. Yes. Put on a wig. I love it. She'll wear a wig and I'll wear a hat. It'll be great. Oh, I love it. Yes, go to bed. I love you, darling. Let's go live later on. I love it. Yes. You have a good day, sweetie. Tomorrow when you wake up. I'm going to need more coffee soon. My coffee's getting cold. That's kind of what I told myself. Once this coffee is dead, once this dirty coffee bean bath water is cold and boring and needs a refresh, I am going to pause this live fundraiser and we will shift to the YouTube. So I'm going to go see if my computer can handle that. We're going to experiment. We're going to test it out. And that's where you get to see my real face. Until next time, though, on here at the Tiki Talks. Thanks for hanging out at FrankiVerse Cafe, fam. I appreciate all of you supportive human beings. I appreciate all of you who are curious human beings. I appreciate all of you who are out there trying to be the best version of you can be and trying to be kind and compassionate and patient while your nervous system is fried because this psychological thriller season of humanity is a lot for everybody. So, blessings from the FrankiVerse Cafe to you, and may this age of Aquarius light shiny time become one where we all get to just, enjoy this human ride with a little bit more peace and a little bit more ease and a little bit more chill. That's what we're trying to create. So come hang out if you want to de-escalate your nervous system instead of escalating your nervous system. That's where we are trying to live at FrankiVerse Cafe. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. You'll be able to follow FrankiVerse Cafe on YouTube if you want to see the live replay of this. And FrankieWasHere.com, y'all. That's where you can hit up them memberships, join our Discord server, get yourself an ebook, do all the fun things. Thanks so much for being here. Catch you later.